and welcome back to End Times Prophecy News Update. This is Carrie Geren Scoggins. Wanted to mention this evening some of Hillary Clinton's campaign ads stating things such as gay rights are human rights.
The story of America is a story of hard-fought, hard-won progress, and it continues today.
I can't believe we're here.
New chapters are being written by men and women who believe that all of us, not just some, but all, should have the chance to live up to our God-given potential.
The reason I can't believe it is because
this progress was not easily won. People fought and organized and campaigned in public squares and private spaces to change not only laws, but hearts and minds.
And in other ads, stating how horrible it is that in the United States that a gay couple might be denied getting a wedding cake from a Christian cake bakery. This bringing up the recent court ruling against a Christian couple of whom refused to bake a gay or lesbian wedding cake and was fined by the state for violating a state law, an anti-discrimination law. Remembering that the courts went against the federal Supreme Court ruling, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, giving Christians protected class status under the law, Title VII, on the job and in their private businesses, as well as the biblical core values ruling. These federal Supreme Court rulings are federal law, and of course federal law trumps state anti-discrimination laws because federal trumps state. And if any time a state law is in conflict with federal law, the state law will have to be nullified. Remember this when you vote, that Hillary Clinton did not care for Christian civil rights, the rights of Christians on the job, the rights of Christians in their private businesses, but instead she chose to claim that the gays and lesbians aren't having their rights upheld. This is the Democratic Party platform, which is anti-Christian and pro-gay. This is the liberal left fringe, having made it into high offices. We know this is fringe belief systems because when gay marriage was put on the ballot up for public referendum in many states, almost every state that had done so received an over 90% no vote on gay marriage. That's a big no from the American public. Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party does not represent the values and ideals of the average American citizen. Even for those who wanted to convince themselves that they were, quote, born gay, buying into the liberal one-liner. Looking at the facts, the American Medical Association stated again in the DOMA hearings that there had never been found a gay gene to date, nor were there found a clump of genes creating a homosexual. There were no epigenetic markers cutting on a gay gene. The gay geneticist, back in the 1980s, Dean Hammer, set out to try to prove they were born gay and found a disease gene, yet never retracted that he did not find a gay gene. The Democratic Party would never admit to the fact that there was no proof that they were born gay, and during Bill Clinton's administration, when money was taken out of the cancer fund to try to prove that they were born gay, they proved exactly the opposite, that there was, quote, no biological difference between heterosexuals and homosexuals found. Remember this when you vote, that the Christian religious right Republicans that have constantly been demonized by the gay leftists in the media stand for the mainstream of Christian America. Again, the census shows over 85% of the American public claims to be Christian. That means they still support Romans chapter 1, that homosexuality is the end result of having left God and went over into other religions, and then God gave them over to a reprobate mind. And that it is indeed reprobatism and is sin which requires repentance. We cannot just reinterpret the scriptures to now accept the sin of homosexuality, unbeknownst to the Democratic Party. Again, remember this when you vote. You're to be Christian straight across the board. That includes voting Christian. Come Judgment Day, you will be reminded where Romans chapter 1 states, those who do these things and those who support those who do these things. If you got in there and voted to support gay marriage, in God's eyes you'll be found guilty of it, just as though you had committed the sin yourself. Those who do these things and those who support those who do these things. And again, Romans chapter 1 states, they will receive full recompense for their sin, that God will pour out judgment upon them. We are to reach out to homosexuals with love, hating the sin but love the sinner, and hope that they seek deliverance rather than living in the gay lifestyle. However, we're not to condone such behavior, nor fulfill the scriptures and revelations concerning the letters to the churches, the 7 letters to the 7 churches, one of which is the church of Laodicea, that of the church of the lukewarm, where God said you were neither hot nor cold, and that he would spew you out of his mouth. This is the plumb line. You're either going to stand on the line that is with Christ and the Bible, or you're going to stand with the beast system and that of the world's mentality. Which side of the line will you stand upon? The plumb line has been drawn. This has been another End Times Prophecy News Update. Carrie Geren Scoggins. Thank you for listening.